to Off the Shelf, the voice of Transformers Collector Club Australia Incorporated. Do you like that little addition I put on there? This is episode 26. We are recording live on the 21st of August 2015. I'm Jason. Joining me tonight, as usual, we have Brad.
Evening, guys.
How's it going, Brad? And we have one other person joining us tonight.
And I'm Bill. Hello.
That's Bill trying to be spontaneous, but not blow the levels out of the recording. So.
I can hold that one back.
Yeah, I know. I could tell there was restraint going on.
Yeah.
How are you doing, gentlemen?
Very good, sir.
It has been a week. It's been a week since the long haze of being forced to watch 3G1 cartoons in a row.
Love it.
Which was fun. I really enjoyed doing last week's commentary.
Absolutely.
I would like to do that again soon, but not too soon.
Yeah. Maybe for the 50th.
Wow.
No, I don't think we'll wait that long. We're just got to sort of figure out where we go from here. There's a lot of episodes to cover. You
just got to push, Bill. You just had to push.
Yeah, I don't think we're going to do every episode.
No.
Yeah, whatever's. I know there's a few two-parters in that in season 1 and season 2, so it might be just a something like that.
Like Megatron's Master Plan or Countdown.
Exactly. Yeah, and that sort of ties into Dark of the Moon, so that might be one of them.
Yeah. How does it tie into Dark of the Moon?
That's the same plan it's taken from, isn't it? Or is it Ultimate Doom? No, it's Ultimate Doom. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
Ignore
it. The plot line's the same.
Yeah.
You mean the one where he pulls Cybertron to Earth?
Yeah.
Right, okay.
Yeah. But there's a couple of two-parters here and there that we can sort of do.
Like the Rebirth.
Oh, yeah, that'll come after the movie and that. But...
I think that'd be interesting, actually, because I reckon most people wouldn't have seen it.
Rebirth.
Including me.
Rebirth?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, Japan never got it.
No.
Anyway, shall we? Let's move on, shall we?
We don't have any listeners in Japan, so
not yet.
Now we know why. So hey,
Ultra Magnus, who is this? City Commander.
Konnichiwa, Ultra Magnus-san.
I just figured out why we don't have any listeners in Japan.
Now we definitely don't.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry.
Wow. Okay. All right. So guys. yeah. Just insert the scene change. Guys, we are the voice of Transformers Collectors Club Australia. If you're in Australia, you can join us on the Transformers Collectors Club Australia Facebook page. If you're not in Australia, you might find it pretty hard to join that group. We do apologise, but international listeners, you can join us at the Off the Shelf Facebook page. The link is in the show notes. And you can also come and join the conversation on Twitter. There is also a online hub Brad has put in the run sheet. I think I'm just going to call it a website at offtheshelftcca.podbean.com. We're going to work on getting a real domain name for that site, but there you'll find links to our YouTube channel. You'll find a link to the Facebook group, and you'll also, you'll find links to all the podcast episodes.
You'll find a lot of links.
Yeah, you will find a lot of links on that page. It is a very linky page.
Yeah, to make things easier, transformerscca.com will get you there.
Yeah,
that's brand new news.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah, that's our current domain name.
Tagline.
It's our new domain name.
Well,
there.
But it still goes to that Podbean page. So yeah, until further notice, we have some feedback later about it, but currently it's still the Podbean page.
Fantastic. Okay, so transformerscca.com, that'll get you there. Guys, community news time. Australian listeners, if you would like to become a paid and proud member of the club, that is just going to cost you $5. Brad can get your membership underway. Send him a message on Facebook. Membership fees do go to the purchase of raffle prizes, participation in conventions like Supernova, and more. Brad, can you give us a member count update this week, please?
I certainly can, Jason.
Excellent.
This week,
after that, we'll cross back to the desk.
Yes, and in the field we have Bill. I still got to do that. I might do that.
Bill's actually our boundary rider.
Yeah. This week we are sitting on 134 members, paid members, although there are 2 I need to process, so I'm going to say 136. Whoa. And our social member count is 1287. That was 1289, but I had to delete one person. I don't know where the other one went, but yeah.
With one goes the other.
Yeah, yep. So we're close. We're close to 1300.
Wow, that's really good.
So we have some big news this week. We finally received word back that TCCA actually has now got incorporated status as a not-for-profit club in Victoria. So Simon Chambers has been sweating all the little details on the club's constitution and processing fees for this, and he's put a lot of work into that over the last few months. So, it's really good to see the club is actually now really truly a club as in a legal entity.
Exactly. We are registered. We are a club.
Do we get patches?
We can have patches.
I want patches.
Oh, patches! I thought you said bitches.
Yeah,
get bitches as well, actually. But yeah.
Those come later. Patches first.
I was going to say, are we mostly cat people?
Well, I believe the bitches actually come after the commentaries make the big time.
Oh yeah.
Is that before or after we're sued?
I think it's actually part and parcel.
Yeah, you can't have one without the other.
No. So, Brad, there's also a donation giveaway going on. Do you want to tell us a little bit about that?
Yes, we are very close to the end now. It was
that is at the end of days, the end of the Transformers line, or the end of the collection drive.
Yes, the end of the donation giveaway. It was going to end today, being Friday the 21st. I've decided to push it forward for an extra week because we hit our 400 ticket goal. Soundwave was put on the table. And to celebrate the fact we got registered as a not-for-profit club, I also put a G2 Gold Bumblebee into the raffle, into the giveaway as well. So I've decided to push it forward to next Friday, which by the time this comes out, you've only got a couple of days left to enter. So send us a PM. Apollyon arrived today. MP10 and Apollyon as a first prize. That's got to be worth $5 or $10 to you, just to win it. Combiner Wars Devastator and Defensor, MP13 Takara Soundwave, and the Takara G2 Bumblebee. So,
wow,
yeah,
wow, that's pretty impressive.
That is impressive.
Yeah, and
how much is the donation to get a ticket?
For every donation of $5, you'll get a ticket. So $5 one, $20 four, $50 10. Obviously, as most of you will see, like all but the New South Wales and all but the New South Wales state events are now up on the group.
Who's our state rep?
Where are you, Sydney? Michael.
Michael.
Yeah. We're just New South Wales. We're just waiting. By the time this goes up, it'll probably up. But we're just waiting for the venue to get back to us on the function room prices at one of the pubs in Sydney, so that'll come soon. Everyone else that's up there, get into it. Support if you can make it. Hit you going so we can organise food and all that sort of thing. This is what this donation drive is paying for. Also, we've paid for the Brisbane Supernova table in November.
Fantastic.
So John Ryan's
Super November.
John Ryan's going to be there with possibly Edward Percy and one other. So TCCA will be in Brisbane.
Are you going to go?
No, not this year.
I'm thinking of going.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm thinking about it.
Well, there's a third wristband there if you want it.
I'll see what happens.
Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, that's all happening. So when you listen to this, Tuesday, maybe Wednesday, hopefully not, but you'll have a couple of days left to enter.
Brad is going to have a very busy inbox for the end of this week, I think, is what's going on.
I would hope so.
All right, let's move on. We like to start the show with this week's favourite featured YouTube reviews. And Bradley Smith is one of our Facebook members, has posted up a few reviews this week. He's reviewed Generations Brainstorm, and I'm quite happy with that video because I got a shout out in it. He's included the 3D printed briefcase that a few of us did on a group order that came from Shapeways, from Ariel Lemon's Fake Busker 83 Shapeways profile. It's a really cool piece you can add onto Brainstorm just to give him that little bit of extra more than meets the eye authenticity.
Mm-hmm.
There's also a Transformers Adventure roadblock and is that actually a Target Master? I can't quite tell. Oh, and there's a Target Master as well. Interesting.
Paint, isn't it?
It's pretty confusing. So and he's also posted up a Million Publishing.
Mm-hmm.
What is this? A Million Publishing Shuki?
Yeah, it's a repaint of the old Classics Astro Train figure.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, so Million Publishing, is this one of the ones that you can only get with those books or something?
Yeah, or you can buy it individually off online stores like Big Bad and, blah, blah, blah. But yeah, no, what they do...
I'm sorry, I'm not familiar with that store, Big blah, blah, blah.
Toy store?
Yeah, it's the blah, blah, blah toystore.com.
Interesting use, because that little action figure, the little accessory man that he comes with, that's actually Daniel in disguise.
Transformers, Daniel in disguise.
Yeah, and he becomes a pantograph.
What?
You know the little thing that connects the train to the overhead wires?
Yeah.
That's what he turns into.
So is this what's become of Daniel?
Yeah.
Okay, that's kind of weird.
It is, but I mean, if you're familiar with the, the Japanese Victory series, have you seen?
So I'm aware of it, but I've never watched it.
Yeah, that's the Thunderwing, basically. It's Shuki, who's a train bot, is in disguise as a Decepticon. Hence why he's got two separate faction insignias.
Hang on, so Daniel is paired up with a Decepticon?
No, Daniel is paired up with an Autobot.
I'm so confused.
They're Autobots.
Oh, okay, so Shuki is... What?
Yeah, Shuki is the train.
Yeah.
Yeah, but his alt mode of a space shuttle is him in Decepticon disguise.
Right.
Yeah. Nah, true story, bro.
All right. Okay. Cool. That's really thrown me off. I feel like I did a bad job of that section.
Shall we do it again?
No. Let's go on to favourite post of the week. Brad. Now, Brad actually just ducked out for a minute, but are you back, Brad?
Yes.
He's back. Okay. Brad, would you like to tell us your favourite post of the week?
Yes. This was probably from I think it was Wednesday. Roger Franklin posted up some pictures of his custom display. I'd say a custom arc display. Some may know the last couple of weeks a few of us have been getting photo prints of arc backgrounds and designs.
Oh yeah, this has been going on a bit, hasn't it?
Yeah, printed up. He's the first to actually complete one, and he's got a photo there, which the YouTube people will see, of MP10 in it, and it's...
Oh, that was huge, wasn't it?
Yeah. It's going off MP10 and how big the 12 by 8s I've got printed out are. It'd be probably probably 24 inches tall.
Wow.
By 36 inches wide. And then walls coming forward nearly the same as well, so that should hold most of his MP Autobots in it at least.
Where would you put something like that, bud?
That's one issue I'm facing. I'm actually I'm halfway into building an arc itself.
Like legit to scale Transformers size arc.
Yeah, not external.
Do you have a handy volcano?
Yeah.
No, not external, just internal.
Oh, okay.
All right, I'm less impressed now.
Oh.
I know, right. Totally harsh to my...
Yeah, and it's about 6 foot wide, and I think with all my MP and MP scaled and other bots I'd put with my MP figures, that's still going to be a cluttered arc scene. Some are going to have to get the chop, obviously, but no, it was good, and it's very. I've got the files. If anyone wants to get some stuff to print out, at Officeworks 12x8, it's about $2 to print out. So,
is that all?
Yeah, get a dozen.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
And if you want to go bigger, like if you got a display, say, a foot square or whatever else, well, just get it enlarged to fit that. The image quality is good enough to enlarge and blow up.
So I've been thinking about doing this, but I don't know if I really want to in my shelves, because I've got a couple of the IKEA Kallax shelves with the 4x4 sort of pigeonholes in it.
Yeah.
And see, I've been deciding, and no offense to everyone listening, like I've been deciding a lot of the time when I see people's collection photos, I feel like they're too busy, and so I sort of like in one case I wanted to sort of put a few bots in a certain in each pigeonhole, just sort of if there's a meaningful reason to group them together. But I also like the minimalness of it, of like not having bots standing in front of each other.
And that's, yeah.
And I also sort of don't really want to put the arc background behind them as well, because like I feel like it's going to make that particular hole like look a lot busier than everything else, and so it'll kind of detract from the overall look of it.
Well,
I like your steps, though. Very sharp.
Yeah.
Thanks, man.
It's nice to have, like, you've got one cube just with Star Saber in it. And it looks quite nice just having that one figure like sort of highlighted or spotlighted in its own cube, and to put, say, an arc background behind it while you're looking at the back wall, side walls, and floor at least, just so it looks legit. Like you can't just put a background like something on the back wall.
You got.
Oh, you know what? I just had an idea. I reckon I can. But I reckon I could just have a cut-out piece that's just sort of sitting in the back. It doesn't have to be plastered to the back of it or to the wall. It could just be floating sort of in the background along with one of the figures.
Like one big piece for the whole unit, or what?
No, like sort of. I'm thinking. So like I'm looking across at one of my shelves now, like, and I've got a. So I've got Star Saber. Star Saber, his little antennas on top of his head. I had to fold them down to make him fit in the in the cabinet. But so like knowing how big Star Saber is, I'm thinking like something that's about sort of like maybe 2/3 of his height and maybe half of his, or maybe sort of about his full width or something, just to have something that sort of sits there and provides some background focus, but not taking over the display.
Well, and that's the other thing too. Like most of your figures like that wouldn't have have an arc display behind it. You'd have to find something that was to that figure to display behind, whether it's a scene from the cartoon he was in, or something like that. So it's and again, it's a nice, easy, and cheap thing to do. Again, send us a PM. I can get you the proofs for that arc. I've got the Nemesis ones as well.
Yeah, so there is a website that has all of these posted on them.
Yeah, yep.
So you can get the sort of the purple Decepticon version as well if you want to make it look like your cons are in their hideout or something.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I think I found a link to Ozformers. Got them both on there as well.
I think I've got the original in my bookmark, so I'll find it for you, and we can put it in the show notes so that people can make their own. But it looks really good. And I saw in the background of one of your posts today your Teletran 1 as well.
Yes, well, that's the other thing too. You can get the Papercraft Teletran 1 printed out. And
is it Teletran 1 version?
No,
it's not an official. It's not like Papercraft is an official brand. It's not official Papercraft. It's just a design you can print out and sort of bend cardboard into the right shape and sort of stick it over that.
Yeah,
it looks pretty good.
I'll have to find exactly what mine is. I'm not sure what it is. It's more Papercraft. There's a very small cardboard skeleton in it, like the back of it's only one single strip of cardboard about 1 inch wide, just to sort of hold the back out. So
I wonder if you could 3D print some of this stuff as well.
Oh, 3D. Yeah, like if you get the Papercraft
version, I think I have to go and have a word to Ariel.
Yeah, have the Papercraft version, have it scanned into a computer in 3 dimensions, and surely, whether it's 3D printed, alloy CNC machined, you should be able to get it printed out, and you just have to add the
CNC machine.
Yeah, get a nice alloy block.
It's the CNC Music Factory machine.
Yeah.
You're gonna have working electrics too, Brad. You may as well, mate.
Well, I've got the LED lights in the display at the moment. They're multicolour. Bunnings have got a multicoloured LED strip light. It's four LED strip lights. Unfortunately, I have to run in series, so I had to do some modifications to put one strip in each section of my display. But it's only $29 or $39. I think it's $39 for the coloured one, or it comes with a remote, and you've got about 14 different colours on there, even though half of them blend into another. And then you can get the clear white one for about $29. So that's a nice cheap. It's a lot cheaper than the IKEA Detolf strip lights, although they have a bit of cord between each strip, so you can go shelf to shelf.
They do
And
look
as you've seen today, like started on a white light and went to a alert red. But you got several light options to choose from on that.
So I'm planning to head down to IKEA over the weekend. As I've been playing around with some diode strip lights, and they're okay. I think that they have a similar issue with yours, Brad. Like, you can connect them in a series, or you sort of connect them all to a hub. But I'm finding that it's all a bit much, and I don't want the whole strip. I just want like a single spot or two.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking of heading down there and getting some of them this weekend and seeing how that goes.
Yep.
So I went and played a little bit with some of the lights during the week as well.
And that would segue perfectly into my honourable mention for the week, which is your shot of Bumblebee with his nice yellowy light.
Yeah, that came out well. I think what I ended up doing, I basically stood the figure up on an acrylic stand and sort of put the strip light underneath, and because the way I turned off the lights, and so the light sort of refracted up through the acrylic stand and sort of made this nice pattern on the wall behind them. And I think with Bumblebee, the light that I used was a bit more white than yellow, and so it sort of cast a really nice light. But then when I did Sideswipe and Galvatron and with red and purple, and I ended up with just sort of a much more of a deep red and a deep purple, and I think that's probably not quite what I wanted. So yeah, I'm gonna try again with some different light sources and see what happens. And also thanks to Sam McLaughlin as well, who gave me some good advice on some alternative setup arrangements I could make for that too.
It's not advisable, but if you are a smoker, maybe a puff of smoke around the figure as you're doing the.
Come on, man! I'm not gonna hire a black, not a black ice, like a dry ice machine just for that. So one other thing that we've been experimenting a little bit, there is this app called an eye candy camera. It can be quite useful for adding evil glows to characters' eyes or to their guns and stuff as well. But you also got to be careful because you can really overdo those effects. But yeah. All right. Look. So I have a favourite post of the week. And I think. So Bill, you said you were also going to choose the lit up figures, weren't you?
Yeah, thanks, Brad.
Yeah.
Oh,
sorry.
Sorry, Bill.
Brad stole your thunder.
It's my party, and I'll cry if I want to.
I'm just gonna go back and stand in the corner again.
So my favourite post of the week. Sorry, clear my throat. My favourite post of the week is the fake More Than Meets the Eye collection sheet, which. It was fantastic. Mark Jones he shared a post the other night from a designer that he knows in the UK. His name's Chris Carter. I believe that's not the same Chris Carter who created the X-Files, and he has created an 80s style catalog sheet, like they used to get with some of the big box Transformers, and so. It's called Transformers More Than Meets the Eye. The heroic Autobots travel the galaxy in the starship Lost Light to find the legendary Lost Knights of Cybertron. And so he's done it all up 80s style with like the same font that they used to use. And he's basically assembled the More Than Meets the Eye cast as best he could, using all their G1, all their G1 characters. Yeah. There's 2 bots that have slipped in there that are not G1 characters. It's Drift and Rung, but that's okay. And yeah, so that it's all really cool. So he's got like the G1 Brainstorm and G1 Rewind and Chrome Dome, and he's lined them all up like a catalog showing these things for sale. So yeah, it's really cool.
Even with a bit of rock in there to show some landscape.
yeah, he's put a couple of rocks in there. The other thing I quite like is that he's photoshopped an Autobot logo onto Megatron's chest.
I did notice that.
Yeah. Former Decepticon leader Megatron has joined the Autobots to atone for his evil past with an exclamation mark.
What's the Overlord, sorry. I was going to say, what's Decepticon Phase 6 Warrior? So that's not 6-shot. Then I've seen Overlord. Yeah.
So yeah, it's really cool. He is actually selling them. He's actually selling them this weekend at Auto Assembly. If you can't get to Auto Assembly, or you're listening to the podcast after this weekend, which is going to be too late, you can. We might put a link to his post in the show notes actually, because you can get in touch with him. He's asking, I think it was 15 quid to print it out and post it to Australia. So I'm really looking forward to that. I may look at like mounting it on a frame or something to hang it up on the wall. I reckon it's pretty awesome. So that is my favourite post of the week. Thank you, Mark, for sharing that and costing me money in doing so.
Yeah, there's no price on the post here about it, but it's that something like that. Again, like before we had background displays, like something like that blown up to 12:8 and put behind your Lost Light crew or something. Or even just frame.
Yeah, I feel like it'd be too distracting behind the Lost Light crew. I actually have so many members of the Lost Light crew now. I'm having trouble figuring out how to display them all. So I'm gonna have to spread them out. But yeah, I'll figure out what's going on. I'll post a picture of them soon as well.
Yeah, even just frames sort of with wherever the sets are. It'd be good. It'd be a good little display piece with your Lost Light crew.
Yeah, I reckon it goes near them, perhaps. All right, let's move on. We got some news this week. We don't have that much news, at least not from Hasbro and Takara. So let's see if we can get through it quickly. There is a Robots in Disguise 1-step gold armor Grimlock, which is somewhat G1 colory versions of. It's G1-ish version of Grimlock. It is a very small. It's a very small figure, isn't it? The one-step figures are pretty basic in Robots in Disguise, but yeah, sure, that's okay. And there's a black redeco for Strong Arm as well.
I think the one positive, if I could say it, for Grimlock is it's a return to his legs in Dino mode become his arms in Robot mode. Age of Extinction and some others they went the tail into legs.
Okay.
This version had his head.
Yeah. So it's not. It's nothing to write home about.
It's also kind of interesting that the gold armor Grimlock doesn't get a customized card back. They've got the green Grimlock on the packaging. But oh well, fair enough.
He's got a gold crest.
Yeah, but he has that normally anyway.
Yeah. And the alt mode only has a gold shoulders.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Okay, so some Takara news. TFW 2005 has posted some in-hand images of Legends LG16 and LG17. That is Slipstream and Black Arachnia. There is a third Fembot in that set, isn't there?
There is.
I don't know who it is.
Airrays is missing. Oh no, that's Airrays there. Chromia/RC, one of the two. Might be Chromia.
Yeah.
I think it's Chromia.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, I think Chromia is the other member of that set. It's so confusing. They're throwing Chromia into everything now.
But Black Widow of my heart. Black Arachnia. So
Legends Black Arachnia is a is it's a remold of deluxe animated Black Arachnia.
Yep.
And Slipstream is a remold of Generations Windblade. And you know what? I actually quite like Slipstream. I honestly do not care for Black Arachnia.
Are you getting Nightbird?
No. Is Nightbird the other one we were thinking of?
Yeah, RC mold.
Oh, it's the RC mold.
I don't know. Like, it's just having seen this Slipstream now. Like, I like the color work on it.
Yeah, it's very nice.
It's very similar to the Combiner Wars. Who is that? Vortex. That purple and teal color.
Yeah.
That we've seen CAD images for, but one grumble I'm hearing from Slipstream is it could have been easy just to mould the VTOFs out of a wings or something, just to change the mould up a little bit. Because I think from memory it's pretty much a straight up remold of straight up a recolor of that character. So
I think it's got a new head sculpt though. Hey, that's about it.
It'd have to be a new head.
Yeah.
But speaking of head, that. Yeah, all right,
really?
Jason.
Okay.
Yeah, Jason, you're not interested in Black Arachnia, but that head sculpt, I'm going to say the over-exertion or over-expression of the torso is Beast Wars Black Arachnia to a T, and I'm enjoying it muchly. And
that explains why I'm not into it.
Yeah, I hope this isn't sold as a set of free, because I don't want the other two.
They're separate. They've got separate numbers.
Yeah.
Ah, nice. Okay.
Yeah, I got one order. Cannot wait.
Yeah. No, they're good looking figures though.
When are they due out, and how much are they, Bill?
Oh God, October I think, aren't they?
No, we got enough stuff coming out.
And so their Legends figures, are they deluxe? Yeah, they're deluxe size, right?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay, so they're what, about $35?
I think they're about 27 each from.
Has the dollar improved?
No, the yen is sitting at 90 cents, so it's better.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so the lesson here is that it's pretty good if you order from Japan. It's pretty shit if you order from eBay.
October.
Yeah.
October, and they're $27.50 each.
Oh,
excellent.
That's not bad.
Cool.
Yeah.
I might. Are you ordering these from HLJ, Bill?
Already got them down, baby.
I might get you to add me a Slipstream.
Yeah, on it.
All right, thanks, man.
Nice.
So we need to rename the podcast to Jason and Bill Go Shopping.
No.
Okay, so look, that's actually about it for Hasbro and Takara Tomy news this week. Every other tab in my web browser is about a third party figure.
Thank God for third party. They are filling the news.
Yeah. So first up, Warpatron has so all the hot third party news appears to happen on Weibo these days. Warpatron has showed off an image of their Grimlock. But he's pretty small. He's a legend size Grimlock that's going to go along with their Computron, which is like a $600 piece, right? So
you'd have to be slightly bigger, otherwise the scale would be porked.
Look, but combiner scale is kind of off.
Yeah, but you got to remember in the cartoon, like Computron knelt down at Grimlock's knees, and then he stuck the two plungers on their heads. And then the cord between them transferred all the information. So he can't be that small.
Yeah. So the one that they've shown off does appear to be like somewhat G2-y. He's
in colour, but the mould. I've seen G1 Grimlock in this, especially the head.
G1 and G2 are the same mould.
Yeah. You're going G2 off the colour. I'm saying G1 as the mould.
He's a bright colour, but yeah.
Yeah.
Unknown whether or not they'll actually ship this in purple, because he is purple. But no, he looks pretty good. He's little bit. He's got a bit of articulation. The mouth opens and everything. And then for some reason they've shown like a whole bunch of things on sprues.
Sprues.
That's the word I'm looking for.
There's jaws. There's
Do you have to make this yourself?
I'm thinking this is a kit.
Yeah, like that other one that the Bruticus came with. Is that the one you got to assemble it?
It looks like it. Because he's got all these different parts on it, but like none of the parts on the kit look like the parts on the robot.
It's like there's a few of the sprues missing because there's
no maybe
tail.
They've only shown some of it.
There's no tail.
Oh my god! Okay, so have you scrolled down? Since we are just looking at the page on TFW 2005, have you actually scrolled down and seen the robot mode?
No.
The robot mode looks amazing.
I'm gonna try this without an ad starting.
Get off.
Great. The robot mode of this little guy looks great. He's got chunky feet and everything. He's got, I really rate that robot mode.
Oh.
He can even hold the sword and everything.
That's beefcake.
yeah, totally. Beefcake!
Does it go?
Beefcake!
That's,
Screw you guys, I'm going home.
Now I almost wish now that I'd seen these I didn't see these prototype grey images.
So I think these
prototype
better. Images actually came out, I think in June, by the looks of the updates on the post.
Yeah.
That looks actually. So they are. I don't think they are actually prototypes. I think they're just renders.
Yeah. But just that grey, that grey colour in it looks so much better in robot mode than what that purple. I don't know what that purple is. It's horrendous.
It's probably just their test materials. But the head sculpt, I really dig his head sculpt. Anyway, we've spent a long time talking about a legend-sized Grimlock that only a few of us will ever own.
Yeah.
All right, let's move on. Bold Forms made some news this week with a Bold Form's currently making figures, or are they just brand new?
No, the name's familiar.
They made Shitwolf.
What did they make, sorry?
Shitwolf.
Oh my god!
Oh yes!
Oh my god! So this is
that they haven't sold yet.
So they cut their teeth on Lone Wolf, and now look what they've managed to do with Megatron, which I kind of like how chunky this Megatron is. So it's Bold Forms is calling him Gladius the Dark Emperor because every third party has ridiculous names these days.
Yeah.
But apparently he's also a triple changer, so he's going to have both a robot mode, a tank mode, and a gun mode. So they're saying that he's a masterpiece scale figure. I don't know. I think there's also a bit of concern over the fact that his fusion cannon seems pretty small too. But like, I could actually see this with a spot in my collection. I kind of feel like if it was a Voyager size, I'd be willing to put him in my Lost Light crew.
Yep.
I don't know if I'd put him next to MP10 the way they've done him, but then I don't know.
No,
he's actually a bit
aesthetic's
bigger.
Not there. Yeah, the cartoon aesthetic's not there.
But it sort of is because he's white. And that's something that's missing from a lot of Megatron toys. Like they usually end up going the silver instead of the white. And I mean, it is hard to remember that. Yeah, Megatron is actually white in the cartoons. And like I kind of like that aspect of this. You know, I'm the more I look at it, the more I'm digging it.
Yeah, it's got a nice head sculpt. The lack of paint detail on the abdomen.
I think this is just the 3D print.
Yeah. Once we get a final test shot or whatever else of it, it might be a bit better. My biggest hang up with it is the half cannon on his arm.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, like I'm not a huge fan of that, but then like it's not that small really.
Yeah. It's not small, but it's just not. It doesn't have that G1 aesthetic, and as you can see on the pistol, it's clearly under the barrel instead of his scope, where it is on every other figure. So it's the way they've engineered the figure to have it. And even on the tank mode, the barrel or the scope on top of it's a completely different piece again by the looks of it, because it's got the back of the scope on it. So I don't know what that is, but
yeah, you're right. I'm not sure where the longer cannon comes from.
Yeah.
Unless it sort of extends out. Also,
haven't seen the G1 cartoon, and you're asking where the bits and pieces come from.
Yes, we seen it last week.
Yeah, all right, look, we're going to see a lot more of this before he comes out. He's got an estimated ship date of November 2015, which means he should start shipping out from people in like April 2016.
Yeah, his hands look a bit small, but I definitely dig, and I think a lot of the con lovers would dig the shot with him above what's left of Prime.
Well, so that actually seems to be a stand that comes with it.
Yeah, and the Matrix, the Matrix. Yeah, that's dark.
Yeah, I think it's interesting seeing the number of third parties that like to have like Megatron holding the Matrix, and it's like, oh my god, he's won.
It's like the Energon X for 2015.
Yeah, and a lot of Kathleen Wright posted on the group today this photo, and I think a vast majority said that currently Apollyon is their Megatron.
It's apples and oranges, though.
Yeah, he'll come up later. There's a lot of people that quite like the figure. He's got a different aesthetic. He's doing some different things to Apollyon. Definitely the triple changer aspect as well. But yeah,
Well,
I think that's interesting.
Oh, didn't you?
Yeah.
All right, let's move on. Third-party companies are making accessories for third-party toys.
I know, right? How good is it?
I know it's like the entire industry is going to cannibalize itself.
Would that be a fourth party then?
No, I think if you actually put it together, I think it's a ninth party because they have to multiply together.
Yeah, before we get
different logic. Yes.
Yeah, just before we get into this one, did you hear that Fans Toys was asking a toy shop to stop? We reported a couple of weeks ago that someone else was doing a Quake Wave. I can't recall.
Yeah,
who it was.
so this let's talk about this for a little bit. Fans Toys is reissuing Quake Wave, but apparently there is a knockoff of Quake Wave that is coming before Fans Toys' reissue comes.
Yeah, and it's the exact same skeleton and same. Apparently, it's the same figure as Quake Wave.
in that it's a knockoff.
Yeah.
Made at the same factory, but anyway.
Yeah, and Fans Toys has asked one, maybe two retailers that they deal with primarily to not sell this figure because it's an IP infringement from them, which is convenient because they're taking it from Radio Shack and Hasbro or Takara, but it's just
Kettle Black.
That is quite funny. Also because like they have located themselves in China so that they don't get sued for this. But so it is interesting. It's been kind of a murky waters, sort of trying to figure out what's going on with this. Is this knockoff actually like an official thing that's actually going? Because we heard about it some time ago, and it hasn't actually come out. But like,
no.
I remember seeing the news from one of the Chinese toy stores that said, yeah, great news. There is a knockoff, a KO figure of the much sought after Quake Wave coming out in the next month. And it hasn't come out yet, so I don't know why. It is interesting seeing third parties try to sort of exert a bit of influence over some of the online retailers. Like we've seen Mastermind Creations do this in a pretty bizarre way in the last few months as well, like terminating their arrangements with some online stores, and it's never quite clear exactly why they're doing it.
Yeah.
So,
and it was interesting that a week, I don't think it was a week after that company said they were going to do that KO Quake Wave, that we got news of reissued Quake Wave. So,
well, there's nothing like a knockoff of your own toy to light a fire under you for reissuing it, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean it's a great publicity stunt. I'd be surprised if it is KO. You know, I mean, like it's a great way for the company to stay relevant.
Well, exactly.
Wasn't it going to be quite expensive anyway?
Yeah, almost the same. I think it was like $100 or something.
Yeah.
But it would have been good for a Fans Toys just to leak that image out to say there's this coming out to see, sort of judge before they do their main release.
I think Fans Toys knows there's a demand for Quake Wave. They'd be silly not to know.
Oh God, absolutely. Yeah. And now that now that the Takara Shockwave's coming, they really need to get this thing out before Christmas.
There is no Takara Shockwave.
Takara Shockwave, get off the floor.
Oh, hey, it's Scotch tonight.
Yeah.
Anyway, Feral Rex swords.
Yeah, so third party companies making third party accessories for third party toys. So Comb Toys has made a replacement sword for Mastermind's Feral Rex, and you wonder why Mastermind doesn't like some people at the moment. Apparently, this sword will have a better grip for storage, and so that it can be wielded better by Feral Rex. And they're also saying that they can also split it up into individual weapons for each of the individual bots. Don't really know when it's coming out. There's no word on price or release date, but they've shown a painted prototype at the moment. It's a sword, But there's tons of swords.
Yeah, but these ones are steel.
Are they?
What?
They're Gorkin.
What?
Yeah.
Are you serious? This is actually...
They're steel swords.
No way.
If what I heard today is correct.
Okay, so really, TFW is reporting on this as terrible if that's the case, because they've completely buried that in the in the story.
All right.
It's not there.
Okay, it might be a different sword I heard today.
All right, we might just delete that section.
Discuss during the day, Brad.
Hey.
How many swords are there to discuss during the day?
Well, yeah, I just listened to a podcast now, and they're reporting about a third-party sword kit.
Oh right, gotcha.
That was made of steel, and they were saying that there's nothing to say you couldn't sharpen them up and use them as little envelope openers or or such. But or a little pocket kidney stabber. But
I bought a knife from Kmart the other day, $7. It's gorgeous.
Nice. But I haven't got said Predaking for this to hold. The second photo here of the Battle Lance might go with a Age of Extinction Dinobot, but I haven't got a. It's looking at the sword. It looks like it splits in half. It's got teeth in the middle.
But does that split into then 5 or?
Well, I don't understand. Maybe it's all one thing, and that second photo of the lance is really the sword folded back around itself.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Man, I can't keep up with all these accessories. Dr. Shmoo, whatever they're called.
Dr. Shmoo.
Yeah. Same, mate. Just another company making another unnecessary add-on kit,
Yes, well, speaking of another company making unnecessary add-ons, although this is an add-on, Gigapower have got their Grasaw, or Grasaw.
Oh, is that slag?
Yeah, this is their slag, which
Gigasaurus,
or Gigapower.
Yeah.
This isn't one of the combining ones.
No. Isn't that the same ones that made Snarl, the Gutter?
Yeah, this is Gutter. Yeah. There's photos here with Gutter and MP10, and this thing's massive.
Oh yeah.
He is pretty big.
Just the shot of him holding the MP10 spikes. Oh, it'd be Spike. Yeah.
I don't really understand why these Dinobots are massive.
Scale, brah. Scale.
No, but they literally are enormous. They're MP10 comes up to their chest.
Yeah, that's right. They have to be.
Yeah.
Why do they have to be?
Because in the cartoon they were huge.
Yeah. I don't remember them being this big in the cartoon.
I think they're so taller than Grimlock, than Optimus, but yeah, you do have a point actually.
I think
I love how you've just made this assertion. I'm like, I don't remember that. You're like, yeah, you're right.
Yeah. No, I'm thinking about. There's a scene when Oh, God, I can't remember the episode now. Grimlock and Optimus shake hands at the end of it, and I think Grimlock's about a head taller, or a head and a half taller. But if you're telling me that Prime only comes up to their tit, then, yeah, that is a bit too small.
Well, it's a little bit lower.
Lord.
Antennas included, but, yeah.
You know what I would love to see?
What's that, mate?
As I'm scrolling down this page, I'm seeing both CG representations of this character and like test shots and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. What I would actually love to see would be something that's animated Transformers Prime style with like proper 3D models and stuff, but like of these guys. And like it just that could be the case with a lot of Masterpiece figures. Like you could certainly do a Generation 1 animation these days with the CG models of these figures, because they all exist as computer-generated models before they're manufactured anyway.
Oh, absolutely.
Hand that over to animators and just get them to just start making new G1 stuff. Like, it would be amazing.
Well, what we're seeing from Devastation is clear that the 80s style animation can be dolled up to a point where it's quite nice and...
Yeah, but that's not what I'm getting at. Like I don't want the 2D cell shaded stuff out of these guys, because like these guys, like some of the poses of this guy, like holding the gun or holding the sword and stuff. I'm totally going to copy some of these poses with some of my bots, but like some of them holding the gun and the sword and stuff, they look really, really good. Like they're well lit, and you can see all of this detail on the characters, and like the 2D cell shaded style that Devastation does. That's I think we were talking about this a couple of weeks ago. It apes the G1 animation style, but it's actually more the comic style, with sort of the multiple shades on them and stuff like that.
And we learnt last week there is no G1 animation style. It changed from scene to scene. But one image here I'm absolutely loving is the front on Dino alt mode with the spike touching its nose.
Yeah.
That I absolutely love that. That scale is way off.
Yeah, it totally is, right?
Yeah,
like,
it's. I don't understand.
So what is he? He's a Stegosaurus, right?
Triceratops,
right? Yeah, sorry. But Triceratopses are not that big.
No, and
I don't know. I mean, I've got a pup in my backyard. It's small.
But it's again they've decided to make their own Dinobot size class to make it fit with Masterpiece. This MP08 Grimlock does not fit in with this, and it'll be interesting to see in 6 months' time if they are actually going to do their own Grimlock, because the high heel shoes for MP8 would be twice the size as what you got with Scoria, just to make these things fit, or to make Grimlock fit in scale.
This Forrest Gump shoes on.
Yeah. Oh, this won't be 60s. This will be 70s, and those fish are dead. He has got some interesting additions over Scoria, i.e. the hip cannons, missiles, rocket launchers, whatever you want to call them. I've seen a couple of photos today of G1 Dinobots, but I didn't pay attention to this one to see if it had that many missiles on it. But the figure looks nice. I'm devoted. I've got Scoria, and he's quite happily on my shelf at the moment.
Who's Scoria made by?
It's Fan Toys. It was their first one after Quake Wave. And yeah, there might be some more coming, but it's not overly detailed. It's a nice looking figure. It's going to be $200 plus, but
sorry.
Bill just shit himself.
Prices are just ridiculous, man.
Yeah. I know.
So they're going to break the bank at some point. Like, honestly, I've slowed down what I'm buying at the moment, because like there's just too much stuff out there for me.
Oh god! And what I've seen, I've posted. Yeah, we there needs to be another source of income here because we're getting hit thick and fast, and these are non-retail figures. So,
all right, let's move on.
Yeah,
Anyway, Brad,
we're gonna talk about something that's a bit close to what you've received this week as well, Brad. X Transbots. They've shown a masterpiece style Inferno off this week, and I think they've also shown off a couple of. Oh, was it X Transbots that showed off a recolor of them? No, I don't think it was actually.
No, X Transbots was just the Inferno. It was a CG render.
Yeah, it's a CG render. He looks all right. There's a X Transbots is developing a style.
X Transbots is pole vaulting away from Apollyon. It was only the start of the year we were delayed with Apollyon, and that was the only figure on the cards. Now we've got this. We've got some other figures we're about to see, plus the Cyclonus, the Scourge. Really, at the moment, I'm expecting a Devastator or something from them. It's just.
Well, everyone else is doing one, so why not?
Yeah.
That's what I mean. Yeah, like why aren't they doing Devastator?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't bait them, Bill.
No, I'm not, because like it's just uncanny that a third-party company isn't making Devastator.
Yeah.
They've also not made Grimlock.
There you go. See, so they're clearly behind the times.
I'd have to go back and have a look at the Scourge and the Cyclonus, but I loved how Apollyon has got the 84 MX-01, which is obviously their first one, but it's the 84 class figure. This one has got the 85. They're not sort of staying to 1 year. They're sort of bouncing all over the shop.
Yeah.
But this figure, if those lights on the torso light up, it's definitely a very serious consideration. I doubt
I don't really need light up lights to make something a consideration. It's kind of odd.
Yeah.
I don't know. For me, I've never really felt much of a connection to Inferno as a character. So like, I don't know. I'm not at the point where I need to buy everything that comes out as a masterpiece style figure simply because it exists.
He's as G1 as Wheeljack Prime Bumblebee.
It doesn't mean I'm going to buy them.
Yeah, and look. If you don't buy it this time, either Fans Toys or X Toys or Shoe Toys or Shit Toys, someone will make another one. So
we're going to get into that shortly, and that is my preferred one. But yeah,
all right.
I'd love to see it alt mode. Wait and see what future brings for it.
Well, like I said, X Transbots is developing a bit of a style with some of their figures. So you can sort of see the broad sort of shiny chest that they do, and I think when we first saw some of the test shots on Scourge, I wasn't particularly impressed with it, and then I saw it outside in natural light, and I thought
in the backyard,
it looked hot. Yeah, but out back of the factory.
Yeah,
I thought that was really good.
Like the blue.
Yeah. So, look, there's no price or release date for this guy yet. His name is Dante, which is kind of cute, given that he's Inferno. So, yeah, fair enough.
I want to see a little repainted Pierce Brosnan to go with him.
Oh, so who's the other company that's making them?
Was it Fans Toys?
No, it's Toy World. No, MakeToys. MakeToys Hellfire.
That's it. Yeah.
That's right. Yeah. So I kind of rate MakeToys at the moment too. So
we'll get to them. They're coming up.
All right.
Yeah.
So there's a few Galvatrons coming around at the moment as well. So X Transbots has also announced their MX4 Abaddon. Again, kind of the ridiculous names, but you had to know this was coming. They've done Cyclonus and they've done Scourge. You can't pair those guys up with Megatron. They need a Galvatron.
Absolutely. And
so,
we
don't have much to go on. There's just a single shot of him showing some very shiny pieces on him though.
That reflection on the shoulder showing what appears to be some sort of sunrise over trees or something is.
Where did you get that from?
Look, it's got little bushy mushrooms. He's either looking at trees or Mario Land. It's one of the two.
It's a render.
Yeah. But isn't City Commander Ultra Magnus?
Yes.
Yeah, so I don't know what that's about, but
His function is a city commander.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Galvatron's function is a city commander, even though he's the leader of the Decepticons as of the movie.
yeah,
Know why they did that?
No.
because Takara hadn't released figures for the movie because it hadn't been released over there yet.
Yeah, boom, yeah, that's it.
I think we got a much better looking Galvatron coming up in future news. I'm not digging this.
Yeah, look, I don't mind it. Like I said, there's an X-Transbot style.
Yeah.
And if you buy one of the figures, I think, putting Apollyon aside, if you buy like Cyclonus or Scourge, you're going to buy this as well.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Well, that's the same. Fans Toys with their Dinobots, and like you go for one sort of core group aesthetic, you want to get them all.
Yeah. So again, no release date or pricing information. Sorry, Bill, what were you going to say?
No, I was going to say I'm quite happy with what the Takara B team designers have done here.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's all marketing research for theirs. It's coming out next year.
Absolutely, because let's face it, Takara owns a third party. Come on, to deny otherwise would be naivety. Thank you.
All right.
All right. So we're looking at the next thing we're looking at is actually a misclassified Takara news.
Oh.
Yeah.
Is it?
Yes, it is. Transformers Cloud is in fact a Takara series, Brad. I'm sorry to tell you.
Oh. Why have I got DX9?
Oh, well, maybe my tabs got moved around. So, sorry, I do have a Transformers Cloud Hell Warp.
Oh no, sorry, yeah. Okay. Yeah, alright, that's Takara.
Hell Warp?
Yes, yeah. So Transformers Cloud Hell Warp is a repaint of Skybite. In Skywarp colours. I don't know why they call him Hell Warp instead of Skywarp, but
there was a bullshit story, but honest to God, I can't remember what it is right now.
I can't remember, and like the Transformers Cloud story is like so convoluted as to not matter.
Yeah, they fluffed some retcon crap into it, and it's just like whatever.
Do you know the only thing I actually care about in Transformers Cloud?
Rodimus?
Yeah.
That's why it's here. He's got a very Dinobot head or mouth, but I think the best thing about this figure is the paintwork.
He does have a very impressive paint job.
It's not.
But yeah, it's not a figure that I really feel the need to put in my collection.
Yeah.
But then none of the other Cloud figures are.
I want the Shockwave.
I've heard Shockwave is like an okay figure, but like I've seen it. It's not that good.
I don't know why, but I mean I don't have any of them because, like as you said, they are just repaints. And you know what I mean. I'm saving my $100 repaints for the subscription service, but like.
Oh, so Shockwave is a repaint of Whirl.
Whirl, yeah, it's Whirl.
Yeah, I'm not.
And that's probably
feels to you.
No, that's probably my most hated figure out of Transformers in the last year and a half.
I totally get you.
Yeah, I just don't get the whatever you call the walking style. I don't get that figure at all.
I don't either because it makes no sense to pay $100 for a repaint, but like,
yeah,
I want one.
Yeah.
All right, let's move on.
All right.
So we're back with Galvatron.
Yay!
A better looking one.
we took a slight detour over to Takara's Transformers Cloud. We're back.
Next time
third party land. It's all right. So DX9 Toys, they've got a new Galvatron that made waves this week. He's called D07. He's Tyrant. Kind of a good name for a Galvatron. He is a masterpiece representation of Galvatron. He's going to stand at 25 centimeters, which is about the size you've got to be masterpiece scale.
Yep.
And so they've gotten some really dynamic poses out there with their tests. And so they've printed it up in 3D printed material. They've put some red highlights in him, and they've posted him up as they've given him some good poses to sort of give you an example of what he can do. And I thought it was quite impressive. A few people actually took it upon themselves to colour it.
Yeah.
In Photoshop and give you an idea of what the figure could look like if those are actually the colours. But yeah, so looking, there's a comparison shot as well. There's a Masterpiece Prowl who literally comes up to
his waist joint.
Yeah, literally comes up to his waist. So
yeah,
it's definitely a big boy. He looks pretty impressive. Not sold on his feet. I find his feet might be a little bit disappointing. Never know.
The proportions a bit off.
The feet.
His chest is really deep. His chest plate sort of sticks out a lot. He's almost a fembot, if I could say that.
No, I think you mean he's a member of Breast Force.
Yeah, but his sort of legs are tiny, and he's got that massive top half.
I don't see his legs as being tiny.
No. They're slightly smaller.
But what he really looks like to me is just sort of a blown up Masterpiece style Mania King.
Yeah, exactly.
Like he really shares a lot of aspects of that in his design, but then of course he would, because he is Galvatron. So yeah,
absolutely. And they've all, the transformations and stuff. Well, yeah.
Yeah, they're all going to be much the same, because all of the different parts form the same parts.
Yeah.
I quite like him. I find I've got Mania King sitting in front of me here, and
that's a good figure.
He is a really good figure, but I find that his not necessarily the head sculpt. I find that the spikes on his head, they're far more comic inspired than actual G1 cartoon inspired.
All right.
Because they're a lot sharper, and they've got a lot more organic line, whereas the cartoon style had this chunky look to it, where it was like a crown, but each crown sort of ended in like a blunt piece, each part of it. And so that's something that you get it comes across very well in DX9's Galvatron, not so much in Mania King. Mania King looks much more like the comic figure, I think.
Is that Marvel or Spotlight or something else? What comic?
I think you mean IDW, not Spotlight.
IDW, sorry.
Yeah.
IDW or Marvel.
No, he looks a lot more like IDW style.
IDW.
Just in the comics, really.
Yeah. Yep. Okay.
Yeah. He's. But yeah, no. I kind of feel like I would totes buy this.
Nah, I actually prefer the ABBA version.
Abaddon. We've only seen that one shot of him.
Yeah. But there's something about that shot is just, to me, you know what I mean?
Colour.
I don't know what it was. Maybe it was just the face, the head sculpt or whatever. But when I saw which Takara subdivision company are we talking about with this one?
This is a DX9.
Abaddon's
got lips. He's got movie prime lips.
Just the way he's standing and stuff. Do you know what I mean? Just his maybe it was just his posture, but I know it's a CG shot and rah. But I don't know. I'm not sold on the DX9. I don't know why. It just doesn't do it for me.
Yeah.
Bill, I think you're just being a killjoy.
They are quite similar.
I don't know Buzz, man, but I'm just saying,
Look. I like the head sculpt on this better than I like the X Transbots one.
Yeah, just looking at the two images, this one's definitely got a more G1 accurate head sculpt.
So just bear with me here. Are there multiple head sculpts on show here? Since you are looking at the same page as I am at the TFW report. So in the first image, there's a very sort of angry / earnest look in his face, and then as you sort of get down to the third image with the cannon pointed at the camera, he's got this sort of very sort of very abject sort of you had no chance. You had no chance against me.
Yeah, the eye line. The eyes change.
The eye line could be affected more by the angle at which it's being shot.
Yeah, because look at them, they all seem to follow the line of the bottom of the crown, the bottom of the helmet.
Yeah. So maybe it's just where the face was.
Yeah, where you're looking straight on or above, it looks like it's angry eyes, whereas where you're looking below, which is that photo of him shooting the cannon at you, it looks like peaceful eyes.
It's quite a if that's the case, like that, if that actually is the same head sculpt, that's actually quite well done, because it's like one of those paintings where it looks like the eyes follow your eyes.
Wherever you are, you're still in the line of sight. But I'm loving the Matrix. Edition.
There's a Matrix on a chain that sits around his neck.
Matrix accessory.
I'm not sure why it's red, but sure, that's okay.
But I'm loving this more than the X-Transbots one. So yeah, we'll see when we get some colour and everything else in the future.
Yeah. Okay. So that's DS9. We don't know when it's coming out yet.
Yeah, it's coming.
So we are now returning to Inferno. With MakeToys' version of Inferno, which they've cunningly already advised that they're going to repaint into Grapple. And I think isn't there also a couldn't they also repaint him into a hotspot or something?
Yeah, nah, it's a different mold.
I was sure I saw a blue one of these somewhere as well. Maybe it's a different figure.
Yeah, it's a different mold.
Yeah, so there's clear versions on the page as well.
Yeah, I've seen that.
So yeah, these are looking alright. They've got fairly big, chunky MakeToys style feet.
Oh, like the G1 toy did.
I see what you've done there.
Yeah, strong base.
I mean, like that. I'm finding I appreciate that a lot more these days. Like when I was just fiddling with Maniac King a little bit, and like I like a toy that has the ability to really sort of be posed wherever he needs to be, and that really comes down to how they handle the feet.
Yeah, having the big feet is an issue for me. My issue is the exposed ball joint for the ankle.
What about exposed arms in fire engine mode? They're just hanging off the side.
That is G1, and we're going to get to the alt mode. This thing is...
Let's go to the alt mode now, then.
Yeah, I am pre-ordering this and Grapple. This thing looks amazing. That's G1 Inferno and Grapple to a T.
Well, that is the point of a G1 masterpiece, Brad. But like...
Yeah, I wouldn't. If they had made some sort of panels to hide the arms, and all that sort of stuff. Like you can see, he's got his shoulder wings on the very back where the head comes from when it folds up.
Yeah.
If that engineered it different away from the G1 toy, I wouldn't be as excited for it. I'll be probably more excited to see what the X-Transbots version does. But this. That alt mode looks like it transforms just like the G1 figure, and
but no originality to the design though. They've just aped the G1 toy, and they just.
But that's masterpiece.
I do find that MakeToys. I don't know. It depends on the figure that they're doing. Like sometimes they're a little bit more inspired than others. Like one of the reasons I like their stuff is their Trash Talk and Cogwheel set, which is Gears and Swerve. And like with those, like they've got some really interesting ways that they transform those little guys. But I think when they get to a larger figure class, I think they might just get a little bit less imaginative, and maybe it's because as the figure gets larger, the way they sort of end up having to transform him ends up like the G1 toy, because it's like, well, if you're going to put the cab as this character's chest, there's only so many ways you can engineer the rest of him around that.
But that's G1.
That's fine. I'm just saying. I'm just saying that might just be why it looks the way that it looks. It's just...
Well, like MP10, you can actually fold his fists in. He doesn't come with extra fists to plug in. So, I mean, they could have just invested a bit more time. And you know what I mean? But it's just like, I mean, yeah, look, obviously it appeals to the kids that grew up with G1, but come on.
I don't see his fists in the vehicle mode, though.
You got the black tab on the side. That's normally the slider that slides the fists out.
You know what I mean? Like, that's just a lazy design.
Yeah.
It looked
Yeah,
good.
look, I see what you mean. Like, there's definitely an aspect of that in there. It's worth pointing out that the one, I think you're looking at the last figure, the last image on the page, right?
The side view
which
of the
is
alt mode.
Yeah, so that's Grapple.
Oh.
Whereas like Inferno, no, sorry, there's one above it. I was gonna say like Inferno should have more there being a fire truck, but doesn't. So fair enough, yeah.
These have me sold. I'll be putting pre-orders in straight away for these two. I don't see the alt mode. The alt mode is a big G1 figure. The robot mode, yes, you can see all his guts through his windscreen, but you can never get away from that. And the ankle joints, but as I said on my post when I put these on the group yesterday, this is another Quake wave for me. I don't see anyone else doing this better.
Yeah, look, I think that's fine. Like each to their own on these guys. Like I think one of the big things with, especially with masterpiece figures, is whether or not you have a connection to that character.
Yeah.
And like you clearly do, especially with Inferno. And so if you see a figure that is like seriously like a G1 style Inferno, then you're gonna love it. So
well, I've been chanting for an Inferno and Grapple from Takara probably since the podcast started, but until we see what X-Transbots, what their alt mode looks like, what the transformation sort of, where you can see where parts go and all that, we can wait until that. But for the time being, Inferno, Hellfire and Hook, and whatever its name is,
why don't they just call it Grapple and Inferno, man?
They should just call them Come At Me, Bro.
They're not trademarkable names. How can you have Inferno and Grapple as trademark names?
Like they're going.
Well, they'll call them Autobot Inferno and stuff like that.
They go all this effort to make like a not Inferno, and then they go and call him like Fire Hydrant or some stupid name.
Dog.
Just call his official name should be not Inferno.
Yeah.
That would be cool. I would love to see a third party company have the balls to go and do that.
Yeah, well, that KO company that's doing the Warbotron did.
Yeah. Yep.
Hey, since we are sort of ducking in and out of official and third party news, I've just realised that there is something that we've missed out of the Takara news today.
What's that?
Masterpiece Cliffjumper.
No, it's not Cliffjumper.
MP21R.
Yeah, it's the red Diaclone Bumblebee.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to say Cliffjumper.
That's a very different figure.
Yeah, Cliffjunker's a different mould.
Yeah, he's a 424.
So okay. So
he's still coming in the MP line. He's a heavy and modified MP21, but.
Yeah. So there is going to be an MP21R, a red body Bumblebee, coming in December.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. So
I only unpacked my Masterpiece Bumblebee this week. He's pretty awesome.
Well, I mean, you would have seen like a G1 red Bumblebee. There were quite a few colour variations of him. Or a yellow Cliffjumper.
So look, basically, Bumblebee can be the Bumblebee can be They're going to make a Masterpiece variant of every figure with its animation errors now.
Well, yeah, they did release a Bumblebee, like a red Bumblebee, a legit one.
Yeah.
Yeah. There was white ones, blue ones, so it could go on forever.
Well, I was going to say Masterpiece Bumblebee is basically becoming the Yoshi of the Transformers line.
Absolutely. Now, this guy's got more colours than MP10. Be warned. They're coming.
Well, there'll be a dead one soon as well.
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah. Okay, yeah, cool. I just wanted to bring that up. So we didn't actually put that in the news. Masterpiece 21R is coming.
So every month now till the end of the year, we should have a Masterpiece toy, I think.
Yeah, because we're going to get Trax and we're going to get Road Rage. Is there actually anything else coming out?
Ironhide's scheduled for December 1.
Oh, no, it's not.
Is he actually scheduled for December 1, or is that a placeholder date in someone's order system?
It's December, man.
Okay, that's a rumour, but...
Ironhide will be next year.
Yeah, alright.
get your pre-orders.
Yeah, so we're going to get Tracks and Road Rage and then a Red Bumblebee towards the end of the year. So that's going pretty well.
Gold Bumblebee's getting out there, so
he's out now.
Yeah, he's out now. People are getting him in hand, so it's a good year for Masterpiece.
Yeah,
oh, absolutely, man. Like it's just going. I mean, I know I'm a bit sad, and it's a repaint though. Like but
it's changed up enough. You got a different head. You got the jetpack.
Well, put it this way. In I think, what have we got? Tracks, Road Rage. That's September, October. What's in November? The Thundercracker.
Yeah.
And December is the Red Bumblebee. So Ironhide won't be at least
Jan,
Feb next year.
Yeah.
I wonder if something will end up being delayed and they'll end up with the exhaust and Star Saber situation where they had to ship their 24 before the 23 came out.
Time will tell.
Let's get back to it. We are in the home stretch. MakeToys sent out some new color images of their Hound, which they're calling Gundog. So again, MakeToys, kind of rate them. I'm more interested in this than I am in their Inferno. He looks pretty cool.
Yeah, we brought this up. We had pictures last week of just a couple of them, but
these new ones have some really good poses and stuff.
Oh yeah, and we got, it looks like two different head sculpts between the green and the dark olive metallic green. Apparently the shoulder configuration works on both figures. So at this stage, your buying choice is going off head sculpt and colour.
I am going for that lighter green. That's the cartoon style green that we were talking about last week. That turns out it's not necessarily a cartoon style, but the Kermit green. Yeah. We've got Kermit green versus what's a dark green?
If it wasn't metallic, I'd be in for it. It just when the lights shine on it, just looks too metallic.
When you say shoulder mod, right? That's just basically a way of transforming it, isn't it? Like you just do a half-assed transformation.
Yeah, if you look at the
it is, you know what I mean? It's nothing spectacular. You just don't lift the shoulders up.
Yeah. If you look at the dark green one versus the Kermit one, it's just a matter of having the shoulder joint lifted.
Yeah.
You know what I do like about that dark green one though?
What's that?
The chrome.
Yeah.
Oh,
chrome.
His weapons are chrome. God damn it.
Sold, you're buying both.
Oh no.
No, but like the dark green one might look nice next to my Vinyl Tech. All right, look.
Chrome weapons, chrome wheels, chrome winch. God damn it.
So apparently he's going to be about $90 US, and he's slated for release next month. So if you haven't got your pre-orders in, figure out who is doing them on pre-order and order.
180. Damn it.
US actually isn't too bad for that.
No, he's pretty good. He's going to be about the size of like Prowl and the cars, isn't he? So
Yep.
They're not huge masterpieces, and getting them for like $80 to $100 is pretty good. Well, that's $90 US. So given the exchange rate at the moment, it's about $100,000.
Well, yeah. TRU have Bumblebee at 100 at the moment. So
what's TRU?
Oh, Toys R Us.
Sorry, what's Toys R Us?
Toys R Us.
Oh, is that place that people like to go and find really expensive Transformers at?
If they can't find them anywhere else, they go there.
Yeah.
Toys R Us is where Australian masterpieces go to die. Well, they're not sponsoring the podcast now, are they?
Definitely not.
We severed our deal with them. So.
All right, look, that's it. That's it for toy news. We do have a few extra things on Transformers Devastation, but I don't know. Devastation. I think it's about time for them to stop teasing us with images and just release the damn game. It actually is. I think it's due for release in the first week of October.
Yeah, October.
Maybe the second week of October. Frankly, I just want to get the game out there now. Like, there's enough stuff online for the game now that it doesn't matter.
No. Just release it already.
There's yet another trailer out. So look, we've had a couple of videos of Devastation come out during the week, and I don't think anything's changed. We love the art style. We're not really sold on the gameplay aspect, but yeah.
I have a couple of interesting things to bring up. There's a shot here of Wheeljack using Megatron's pistol, rifle butt and chamber as a sword. And in the same, there's a shot here of Wheeljack. He's about to hit a Vehicon. And
is that the first shot or the? Oh no, it's the fourth one.
Yeah, and again, Bill, it's the return of the Vehicons.
Hey, cannon fodder, because they don't want to invest in art.
You're right. That is definitely Megatron's barrel.
Yeah, and I don't know what's in his other hand. It doesn't look like a gun, so I don't know what that is. But the Vehicons, they're very toy accurate. Just being that the whole back of his car is folded up over his back by two struts.
Aren't they like a mixture of like run amok and runabout?
I couldn't I couldn't say that, but just those blue or purple Vehicons, it's just a very toy look.
You're right. It is quite interesting.
Yeah, just how the back of the car's hooked up on the back of them like a That's not runabuck or whatever. It's not streetwise, but yeah, it'll be interesting. Again, animation, the characters. I'd love to see some character art in a book form. Spoiler warning.
You can get that now. IDW publish it every month.
Oh, don't tell me that. Don't tell me that. The Soundwave photo I currently have as a backdrop on my iPad because that is gorgeous. Prime going to Super Saiyan 10. It does not impress me whatsoever and just tells me more that this is a Dragon Ball style game reskinned into G1.
Lol.
Yeah. The more gameplay footage I see for this, the more I'm disliking. I'm still going to buy it, but I'm
just gonna wait till it goes on the clearance bin at JB Hi-Fi.
Look, fair enough.
I'm still playing for a Jurassic World Lego, so I'm gaming at the moment, so I don't.
October 6th, we're seeing the release date will be. I'm not sure if that's the Australian release date or not.
Yeah. So we'll probably get it in April next year. Cool.
Yep.
Nice.
Along with all our third-party toys. Cool. Look, that actually brings us to the end of the news. Look, it's been a bit of a long show, so I think we should bring it to a bit of a close. Is there anything else we need to discuss? Oh, there's new additions. Guys, what have you got that's new this week? Let's knock it out quickly. Okay, that's quick. That's very quick. Bill, nothing. Brad, what have you got?
New iPad turned up.
What does that transform into?
Nothing.
A hole in your wallet.
A pain in the ass because I'm trying to get documents transferred from one to the other and it's not working.
Okay. This is why you use Google Documents. Yes,
exactly. Although that is part of the problem. There's a couple of people waiting on ticket numbers. I'll get to you. You should have it by now, by the time this is released. Got that. Apollyon arrived today.
Oh, nice.
Well, that's burying the lead.
I don't understand the clamshell box, having him in one side and all his accessories in the other.
Isn't that more of a sort of a homage to some of the G1 collectibles?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know. Is it?
Yeah, the Transformers. Remember the bookcase by Takara? The G1 reissues in the bookcases?
Yeah, but that's a flap opening on the front to see him inside is one thing, but this thing splits.
No. G1, the Megatron book one was actually it was much more like this.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah, I'm not a fan of it anyway, because all the stuff in the opposing side is.
Did it just fall out as you opened it?
No, it's just going to stay in the box because I have no. I'm not going to display.
He's never going to exist in gun mode, is what you're saying.
Yeah, he's not going to have the key to Vector Sigma. He's not going to have some sort of blue herpy chest. He's not going to have. He's not going to have the Energon mace because my MP10 won't have the Energon axe. Yeah, we watched that last week, and that's where that stays. But yes, he is G1 Megatron. I've got some stickers here. I'm going to put a nice big silver Autobot purple, Decepticon purple sticker on his chest. I still haven't transformed MP5 yet. I've got that. I've got the upgrade kit for it. Space with it and the upgrade kit. I haven't got anywhere to put it, so.
What didn't you buy? Maybe the better one.
Oh, this was. I commented on this 4 weeks ago. I got the upgrade kit for MP5, which is a sniper barrel and stock.
Where'd you find one of those?
On the group.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was there for about 5 minutes.
You should remember Brad gets to see all the posts as soon as they go up before we do.
Of course, he has to approve it, don't you?
Oh, no, we're not that far yet, but
It's approved.
yeah, that's only before 2 p.m. though.
Yeah.
Like Rodimus, he was there for a minute before I got him. But yeah, I'll just transform MP5 in the pistol mode, and the add-ons can sit beside it, so you know to go into sniper mode. I'm on the fence at the moment whether or not I'm going to sell my my Mark IV and Gantry Hot Toys figures to set up a Nemesis base.
Have you still got that Mandarin?
No, it's sold. I finally sold it.
Fuck!
Really?
That's what he transforms into.
Really?
I was like, oh, if you still got it, anyway. No way.
God damn it! You want a Mark IV and Gantry?
At the same price as the Mandarin, sure.
No, that's a bit.
I have no idea what's going on. I know that I bought Rainmakers this week.
Yes, very nice.
Or last week. So my Generations Seeker collection has suddenly become a Generations Seeker collection. Yeah, I'm just looking at it up on the shelf now. There's I got one of those little like 3-tier shelves from Kmart last week, and it's actually worked pretty well for it.
Yeah, okay.
They're okay. It's so yeah. Like I've talked enough about how
for $7.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
They were pretty good. So yeah, I still need to procure a couple of Seekers, but the collection's looking pretty good now.
Who's left now?
Well, I need to get that Acid Storm from you.
One day. We'll get there.
Yeah, we'll get there. And apparently there's a couple of G2. I think there's a G2 Ramjet as well, and there's a subscription service figure Nacelle, which is a repaint of Thrust that I need to get my hands on.
And the female one.
You got the G2 Starscream? Bless you. Did you get the G2 Starscream?
Sorry about that. I managed to mute the microphone before I sneezed and then unmute it.
I was going to say, you stopped talking and you blew out the earpiece.
Yeah. You got the BotCon Thundercracker too.
No, I don't have a BotCon Thundercracker.
Yeah, the 2011 Thundercracker too.
No, the BotCon one was like 2006, wasn't it?
No, the 2011 Thundercracker.
Okay, I don't have that one.
He's got like, oh god, like it's G2 colours, really bright.
Oh, okay, yeah, no, I definitely don't have that. But
Yeah.
you mean I have to get that?
Oh no, you don't have to. Don't. I'm just saying. I mean, you're sick. You're collecting.
Yes, Bill. I will do as you say. No, so I don't have the BotCon Thundercracker. I was looking at the difference. There is like a BotCon version of the just plain blue Thundercracker, but the difference is that the red stripes on his arms are white in the BotCon version. So I checked that. I don't have him. I don't particularly care if it's not that different. But yeah.
Because I'm just saying, from a different character point of view, you've got all the core Seekers now anyway.
Yeah, I'm thinking of taking out that Starscream out of the back as well, but yeah, because I've got 2 Starscreams.
Really, do you need a G2 version of the Starscream? You know what I mean? Like that.
Not really, no.
Yeah, that's it. So
I think they sort of like sit off to the side.
Yeah, that's it. Easy.
Yeah, no, I'm pretty happy with the way it's gone at the moment.
Oh, it does look nice.
It does. Yeah, well, the bitch of it is it doesn't fit in one of the little cubes in my IKEA box.
I thought it did. Really?
No, the stand from Kmart is a little bit too wide. Like I kind of wonder if I could like chop the edges off it somehow, but that's more likely to just lead to a destroyed stand.
Or you'd have to put something under that corner you chop off to hold it up.
Yeah, true. I think what I'm probably going to do is actually see if Travis is up for making me a three-step shelf.
Nice.
For
you?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm sure he can do that.
For Shizel, my Nizel.
Yeah. So yeah, gonna give that a go. See how we end up.
Very good.
I forgot a couple of things. I went on a bit of a spending.
It's been great, thank you.
Yeah, I went on a bit of a spending splurge today for the group. For
the group, he says.
Yeah. No, these are donated to the group. For the upcoming birthday events, I've got some figures. We're going to do a mini giveaway at each event.
Cool.
I've got a Super Deform Megatron with light up LED eyes.
Is this the one that I've seen Alex Ching using in some of his photos? He's like this tiny little Megatron, but he looks like he's bossing everyone around.
Yeah, he's 12 centimeters tall. He's got light up eyes. I think the end of the fusion cannon lights up as well.
Yeah, I love that figure. That's so cool.
That's I've got that. I've got G1 Power Glide and Bumblebee, which are they're mint on card. They're
sounds like you've been dealing with Dylan.
Yeah, I learnt later they're KOs, but they didn't cost that much. So
Mario wants some attention. Whoever's phone that was.
That was the partner's phone. Yeah, but I've got them there. They didn't cost much, so it won't be much to get them. And I've got a G1 puzzle, which is Grimlock flying into space with the Dinobots beside him.
Because that happened several times.
Yeah. And I also got a G1 Twin Twist and Top Spin,
nice.
Complete with box. That'll be going out to the state reps. So when you attend the birthday events, put your name in with them, and you'll go in the draw to win one of those on the night.
Cool. Sounds good.
Yeah. So.
Bananas.
All right. Look, I think that brings us to the end of the show. I think we've been going for nearly a couple of hours, actually.
All right.
Nelly.
Yeah, nearly. Yeah. All right. Look, we don't have any feedback questions this week, so I'm just gonna take us into the outro. Just a reminder, we are on iTunes, so if you do head over to iTunes and give us a review, that would be good. If you are listening to us through anything that's not iTunes but does allow you to give a rating, please do give us a good rating. We appreciate that. Podcast is going up on YouTube. You can find it if you search for TCCA on YouTube and subscribe to the channel. And Brad goes to the effort of putting together a video that goes with the show that actually shows the images that we're talking about as we're talking about them. So it's a little bit more informative if you get a little bit confused and bamboozled by some of the things that we're discussing about.
If you're a visual learner, then watch the YouTube episode.
Yeah, very much so.
And we have a couple of people watching on YouTube. 24's ready and about to go up. 25, I'm just trying to get the embedded video for the commentary, so you don't have to watch your own video and sync and all that crap. So hopefully this weekend I'll get that done. But cool. You'll know that already because you've already listened to it.
And we'll put a link to the YouTube channel in the show notes. So look, we're all pretty easy to find, I think, by now. Bill, do you want to tell people how to find you?
Yeah, tag me.
Tag Bill, tag me, tag Brad. We're all pretty easy to find on Facebook. You can find me on Twitter at JM77 as well.
I need a Twitter account.
No, you don't.
Don't get a Twitter account.
I'm just saying, I need.
In all seriousness, there are some really, really good Transformers guys out there on YouTube, and I do appreciate each and every one of them.
Yeah.
Cool. That's it. We will be back with episode 27 next week. I believe there's a couple of things going on next weekend, so we'll see what availability is like. We may just end up recording it on Friday night, like this week. But we should be back next week with another excellent episode. And I'm going to say it's an excellent episode because I reckon this episode was pretty excellent.
Yeah, it's pretty groovy, man.
With Off the Shelf, the voice of Transformers Collectors Club Australia, and thank you, good night, and stop doing that.
Goodbye, guys.
Thank you for downloading this latest episode of Off the Shelf, the voice of the Transformers Collectors Club Australia. For further information, check out Facebook, where we have our Off the Shelf page, hit like, or even check out the Transformers Collectors Club Facebook group. Any and all feedback is more than welcome. You can send email to transformerscca@gmail.com or head on over to iTunes and leave us a review there. Also, Podbean have a review section where you can rate us, and that way we get out to more people. Till all are one.
Not sure what's going on.
And I thought I was a technological retard. So no Daniel tonight?
No, I think... What did Dan say the other day? I don't remember.
I was on mute the whole time. God damn it.
were you just like nodding along with us and going, yeah, that's cool?
Yeah, I was.
Yeah.
I was saying, I'm running, ducking for cover now for the whole Ashley Madison thing, and no one could hear me. And I said, I'll be back. I got to restart because of the stupid Yeti, and it's taking over Skype, and no one knew I was gone.
No, we had no idea what was going on. The Ashley Madison thing, I thought what came out today was quite interesting, is that there was a lot of politicians on Ashley Madison using their work email address for their account. So it was like, they're at alp.com.au or whatever email address.
Oops.
Yeah.
Shame. I just smashed 2 pizzas. Oh, I feel like a fat fuck.
Nice.
Oh, and I got thin and crispy too, because you know how the crust fills you right up?
Yeah.
Yeah, oh fuck, went down a treat, mate.
Yeah, well, you used to have Eagle Boys up there?
Oh, no, I tried them about 2 or 3 times. I know they're big in Queensland.
Yeah, they used to have the Dominator deal.
Yeah.
Which was 3 large pizzas, a garlic bread, and a 2-litre Coke.
Yeah.
I used to polish one of those off.
Fuck, beast. You're a fucking animal.
And it was the Ring of Fire, or Hot and Spicy. It changed names, which really the only difference was it had jalapenos on it. But
Did they have the chili flakes too?
Yeah, yep. But one of the biggest, and it turned me off about 2 years ago. I think it was they went to their premium range.
Yeah.
And the Hot and Spicy become a premium.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and instead of having, it used to have like the little cubes of beef and tomato on it.
Yeah.
They decided to put they just ring the tomato straight onto it. So the tomato was in these big rings, and of course it dried out and when it was cooked, and it was just absolute shit.
Yeah.
Luckily, I've discovered Domino's in there, hot and spicy. But again, same thing. Like, you got to go the thin crust just to enjoy the flavours, because the crusts on the rest of them are too thick.
Oh, absolutely. Like, after 4 slices, I'd be done on the other one.
Yeah, it's cheating. Like, even a regular full crust pizza, Melbourne, I got a family at the meet and greet from the Wog shop next door. It was a family pizza, and that's a lot bigger than any standard large. And I polished off all but 4 slices in about 10 minutes, and because I wanted to bring some home for the kids, but pizza is my weakness. I love it.
Oh, mate. Well, that's better. How are our downloads going?
We hit 1,500.
That's not right, eh?
Yeah, the making tracks. I'll have to have a look. No, Pleasant Surprise is at 85 already. And that was only 2 episodes ago.
Isn't that like a shop in Melbourne?
Yeah, that's the one. It was 2 episodes ago when I done the review for the Vic meet and greet.
Oh, right, of course.
Yeah, it's at 85 downloads already, but that may be because of the name.
Of course.
If someone's looking for a little bit of hand action. But
What the hell did I come back to?
a little bit of hand action.
Tell us, mate. That was a long toilet break. Oh, God, yeah. I'm sitting down. I'm getting old.
I've got quite a phone collection, actually, when it's not really...
It's the reason people could collect them. No, there's no reason why they could.
I think it's more of a fact that when a phone becomes obsolete, there's not much to do with it, but I've got a Nokia 2200. It's about 3 inches wide and about 10 inches tall.
Yeah.
Plus a lot of similar sized brick phones. Like that'd be the very first mobile phones, and the that 20. I don't know if it's a 2000 or a 2600, but I actually had when I updated my last SIM card. You know, you punch a SIM card out of the card.
Yeah, the micro thing.
Well, yeah, the whole SIM card's in the card and you push it out. Well, that whole card slips into the bottom of the phone.
Wow.
And where the SIM card is lines up with the thing. And I was actually using that phone. You had to keep it plugged into the cigarette lighter because the battery lasted you about 25 minutes. But I was actually using that phone at one point. And it was just, it was pretty niche just going back to having a phone and a very limited text ability.
Oh, the green screen?
Yeah, green screen, just three lines of text.
Yeah.
Yeah, like this is probably 2 years before the Nokia 3310, which is probably still one of the biggest selling phones over iPhone at the moment, but because everyone.
I don't think. I think you might not find it's a bigger selling phone over the iPhone.
Okay. Oh well, yeah, that was probably 2002 to 2004, whereas iPhone's 5 to now, it's 10 years. But and I was in the desk in the shed today, and I found the plastic pocket that me very first SIM card come in back in. Well, this card must be activated by the 30th of the 6th, 2001. So, and that's when it was supposed to be activated by. So you can only imagine the year or so before when you actually brought it. But
yeah,
that phone was a piece of crap. It was basic. I don't even think I could text on it.
What was my first phone? I don't even remember what it was.
My first phone was a Nokia 5110.
Oh,
was that the silver one?
Late to the party.
Yeah, I didn't get a phone for myself for a while. I used my mum's Ericsson for a while when I was at uni. So like I'd take her phone to uni for a while.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I wish I went to uni.
Yeah, well, it was only for probably a year I had this phone, and when I went off to the army, I sort of brought me 3310. Which was just to call home on the weekend, but it wasn't really updated until maybe for 2006.
Dude, I don't even know what phone I've got. I got to ask Jason how to fucking take a screen cap.
You have an LG G3.
Thank you.
There'll be a home button and there'll be a power button.
Yeah, see? These things, man.
And it was funny too, the Save, when I found this plastic pouch with me details for my first SIM card in it. Also sitting in there was a very aged yellowing cassette tape of I think it was the Great Aussie Joke by someone, and
Guardians of the Galaxy Awesome Mix A.
Nah, this was a one of those white factory produced ones. With the text typed stamped on the outside of it, and the young fellas picked it up and gone, "Dad, what's this?"
Fuck, sorry.
I said, "This is how we used to listen to music before iPads."
iPads?
iPads, iPods, iWatts.
Do you know I still listen to the cassette in my car? Like,
yeah,
legit.
I never had a car for cassette player.
Like, yeah.
My first car, I brought a CD
You never
player
had a
for
car
it.
with a cassette player? What the hell?
Oh, the Commodore I brought did, but it was never used. But
Oh, yeah, well, okay, but... Yeah, fair enough. You mean you've never owned one, but, like, surely, like, when you were growing up, your family would have had one. Like, you and I... You and I are not a different age. Like,
No. The Bongo van. I have memories of 3 trips to Queensland, to the Gold Coast, with Ugly Kid Joe and the Spaghetti Incident cassette playing.
Spaghetti Incident!
Yeah, played goddamn numerous times. My sister having a fascination with Diesel, and that getting played numerous times. Mum being a John Farnham fan, that getting played every time we went to town to do shopping. I can say there's a few cassettes that got thrown out windows from frustration. It was probably a good thing the old man was into Rodney Roode, and that got the levity back down and the saneness. But
good old Rodney Roode.
Yeah, the old Trago Spacio, the Toyota Spacio. It had a cassette deck in it. And... Oh god.
Oh my god.
I love it.
What movie is that from?
That's Armageddon, I think.
No. That. I
think it's Deep Impact.
It's Deep Impact. I just seen
Deep
T.
Impact.
I seen T. Leone. Oh.
So I was talking with people about Deep Impact and stuff earlier this year. That movie was just amazing. It was so good. So Deep Impact actually had the guts to go through with actually ending humanity.
Yeah.
I had to stop playing it because the audio was going to be recorded, but
I love it.
it's just 2 seconds of some dude jumping off a diving board, then 5 minutes. Yeah, 5 minutes of Deep Impact. Don't forget at the time that this came out at the same time as Armageddon. It was one of those classic.
It did. It was one of those parallel developments.
Yeah, one of those classic 1-2s at the.
So the
office.
thing is, I always found that Deep Impact had a much more considered. It was a much more considered and a much more quiet acceptance of the end of the world, rather than sending commandos out into space to blow the thing up.
Tia Leone standing by the beach, I think. Yeah, we've heard that.
Waiting to die.
Yeah.
It's at minute 56. You've still got the video up, I think.
Yeah,
Not that one.
One positive is on a 6-lane freeway, they actually have cars all travelling on the 6 lanes, where most, and I'm sorry, Independence Day, everyone's going out on the right side of the road instead of trying to take all the roads to evacuate the city.
Hysteria, mate. Everyone would be like accidents, explosions.
Yeah, I'm going to stay to the road rules and just travel on the left-hand side of the road.
There was one more that I love. Where is it?
It better be Dante's Peak. Bring it back to the volcano.
Hold on.
Just...
I don't know if you've seen it yet, but hold on.
Maybe it's not romantic. It's too
romanticised.
Not family orientated. I don't know what you'd call it. There's not much action in it.
Yeah.
Frodo rides a motorbike up a mountain to escape a wave, which you can't escape water when it's travelling that fast.
You're back talking about Deep Impact now.
Yeah, back on the Deep Impact.
So have you seen 2012?
Yes.
Oh wait.
Yeah,
it's 2012.
Yeah.
I thought that was quite an interesting. 2012 was quite interesting from a science perspective. Like the way they sort of took the fact that liquefaction actually happens and went right. That's it.
Until they got to Taiwan.
Sure. That was silly. I think you mean until they got to China, right?
Yeah, up in the hills.
Yeah. That was silly. But,
I like the more apocalyptic movies, like The Road and stuff, Post-Armageddon.
Post-apocalyptic, yeah.
Yeah, I love those. I love Fallout. You see Fallout.
The Road Warrior? The Road... What? What's The Road?
The Road. It's about a man and his son making his way across post-apocalyptic America. Yeah, have you seen the Book of Eli?
No,
I have. I have. I wanted to like the Book of Eli a lot more than I ended up liking it because it was all about the Bible.
Yeah. Yeah, I was really. I mean, I was until I saw when it got to that point.
Oh, you son of a bitch!
Son of a bitch!
Yeah, I ended up resenting the Book of Eli because it was all about the Bible, and so yeah.
One of the best movie shots of ever.
Oh, The Road has got Viggo Mortensen in it.
Yeah.
When was it made?
2009. It was well after Lord of the Rings.
Okay. So I'd say it's a fallback.
Yeah.
A fallback job.
I mean, yeah, there's minimal action and stuff, but I just love the fact that everything's blown up and gone to shit.
Yeah.
Kind of like the markets we went to at Blacktown, Jason. Remember?
Yeah, I know, right?
Chimpokemon?
Yes.
Well, now you can buy your very own. I've got to buy Chimpokemon. I've got to buy it. I've got to buy it. Now you can collect them all. Furry Cat, Donkeytron, Penguin, Shoe, Lamtor. Collect them all and you can become Royal Crown Chimpoko Master.
Royal Crown Chimpoko Master, holy shit.
All the Chimpokomon are in stores now.
Chimpokemon is super